Hello, Potato, and welcome to this week's episode of Weekend Magic. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not feeling super magical this week. If you watched last week's episode, you will remember I mentioned that they had announced that Disney Store would be closing 60 locations, which is approximately 1/3 of the stores they have in the US. And I was hoping that my store wouldn't be on the list. It's in a reasonably popular mall. I thought, hopefully it would survive the cut. And then Monday, the list of stores came out. I guess just right after it came out for the employees. And yeah, if you follow me on Instagram at Void of Intelligence, you already know that yes, my local store, the Roseville Galleria, will soon be no more. So last night we decided to go there for what may be the last time. They're open until maybe the 23rd. I guess it depends on how fast they sell out. They were still pretty well stocked last night. Although I noticed, well, they had a whole section of Raya and the Last Dragon stuff. All the Nuimo stuff was gone. So I'm wondering if people came in and cleaned that out real quick, or if it was maybe transferred out due to the popularity of it. But they're still really well stocked. Lots of t-shirts, lots of dolls, lots of Toy Story stuff. So I mean, there's still stuff there to get. And I'm guessing that the close date will depend on when they sell out of stuff. So we may try to go back there one more time. If nothing else, I mean, I took some pictures while we were in there, and I'd like to at least go back and maybe get some more of the wall art. The store, there's no characters in the store, but there are, around the edge of the walls, there are little bits of art with various characters in silhouette. And I think I'd like to go back and try to get the pictures of the rest of those. I got a few of them last night, but I didn't get all of them. And it was kind of sad. We were fortunate in that we did get to see a lot of the regular cast members that we see or would see during things like Mickey Mouse Memories and the first couple months of Minnie Mouse and Disney Wisdom and the stuff we used to sit out there like idiots for hours on end to buy. And we got to say, I mean, hopefully not goodbyes. Like I said, hopefully we'll go back one more time and get to see them one more time. But we got to see a lot of the cast members we saw regularly there, and give our condolences. I mean, what do you say to a person that's about to lose their job? I mean, I've been through it myself. If you remember from the quarantine logs, I worked at KB Toys. Of course, I think you can see the badge right back there. And yeah, of course, they no longer exist. And while I did leave before the company went out entirely, I was there for their first bankruptcy, and I did ride one of their locations all the way to the ground and actually did get laid off. I was very fortunate in that I was able to get a temp job back with them in a couple of weeks after getting laid off. But I've been there. I know what it's like to have to figure out what are you going to do. And right now, I mean, the retail sector, it's not the time to be looking for a job. But hopefully, some of the old Disney magic will carry over for the store cast members, and they'll be able to land on their feet. And I want to take this opportunity to thank any and all of them, if any of them ever actually see this video. I'd like to thank all of them for making the retail shopping experience as magical as it really can be, for bringing a little bit of the feel of Disneyland to my local shopping mall, because we can't always afford to go down to Disneyland, and you brought a little bit of the Disney magic to the local area, and it will be sorely missed. I mean, yeah, there's still one other store in the area. There is the Arden Fair store, but I don't see myself lining up outside of there for much of anything. The store is not as conveniently located as the Roseville Galleria is to me, and frankly, I just don't see queuing up outside of it for hours on end, making lion friends, and just having the same experience that I had at the Galleria. So yes, I mean, if any of you who work there, any of the cast members from the Roseville Galleria store see this ever, I want to thank you for making shopping there a magical experience. So, we did buy some stuff, and because, you know, again, potentially the last chance, and certainly if we do go back closer to the 23rd, again, you know, however long they manage to last, they, you know, will have even less things to pick from than they do now, and a lot of what they have is clothing and dolls and things that I don't generally buy. But we do have a few things, so this is going to be almost like more of a standard shopping haul video, which is, I know that essentially that's what Weekend Magic is anyways, it's haul videos. But this will be more of the traditional, like, here's a bag of stuff haul videos than what I usually do. In that we actually will have a bag. In fact, we'll have this bag right here. Yep, this is my... I always keep this bag in my my satchel, my daily satchel. That way, just in case we, you know, went there after work, spur of the moment, I was ready to go. Because, of course, you know, they haven't given out bags in a couple of years now. And I guess I probably will still do that. I mean, we can always stop in at Arden. I just, it's just not the same, you know? But we did buy one other thing that didn't fit in the bag. And that's my wife's. We'll start with that, I guess. And that is this. It may not even fit on the camera, actually. Can we get it far enough back to be in this frame? No, we can't. Let's pivot up. Alright, here we have from the Disney Animators Collection, the Cinderella Animator doll. Now, that collection's actually been around for a few years, and my wife actually has, I think, the original releases for the whole series of the girls. I don't know that we have any of the guys. They've only done 2 or 3 guys. I know they did the guy from Frozen, they did Aladdin. I think they may have done one other in the standard doll. I know they did I think they did like a Mowgli as like a baby doll. But my wife already has the original releases of each of these, which were, I think, much more adult-oriented. Not in that they were inappropriate for children, just in that they were meant to be displayed on a shelf. So I think the ones they do now really are more play-with toys. They're more for little kids. I think probably because little kids saw them and liked them, and they weren't really super appropriate for little kids to play with. But my wife is attracted to this one in addition to the original one she already has. And, you know, everything's 25% off. They actually give us a coupon for $10 more off your purchase. And using our Disney Visa, we got to stack that 10% on there too. So, you know, a lot of savings, and if we're going to buy it, now is probably the time. So yeah, so she bought another of the Cinderella. I mean, the box is not mint. It's going to come out of the box. All the old ones did. All the old ones are actually up on a shelf display out of their boxes. And I'm not sure what the plan is for her, but she's coming out of the box because this box is not in great condition. Full price on these was $29.95. I don't know what we actually paid for it. But there's words back here. Let's read the words. Disney Animators Collection celebrates our beloved films with the reimagining of fan-favorite characters as young renditions. Artists from across the Walt Disney Company skillfully impart the unique personalities, quirks, and expressions of our beloved characters into new hand-drawn sketches, bringing the characters to life in the most authentic way possible. Inspired by the character design from Disney's Cinderella, the young interpretation recaptures the kind and compassionate nature of its original character. Paired with her beloved Bruno, she shows that fairy tales can last past midnight. That's something I know I've actually liked about these, and I know my wife did too, is I do like the expressions on the faces. I think they've done a really good job in this series of capturing the faces, just in general. Yeah, so that's our first item. So this is gonna be a little more of a loosely grouped video because, again, it's just what we happened to buy last night. Pivot back down and let's look at some of my stuff. And it is toy box figures, and I'm not gonna open them. We'll save that for a future video. Which I need to do. Actually, I have a stack of these outside the void space that we need to start doing, but just I've had so many snacks recently that I just haven't had time to do these. So they didn't have a lot to choose from. They had Captain Hook, which I already have. They had Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey, which of course I already have. But what they have that I didn't have was Buzz, Woody, and Jessie, because I had skipped out on them so far. I hadn't picked up. I think the only Toy Story one I have is Bullseye, and that's because he was on clearance, and I don't think I've ever shown him on a video, so maybe eventually we'll just do a video where we unbox all 4 of them. Now these, of course, aren't the original releases for these characters. I think the original Buzz came with an LGM, and the original Woody came with a snake in his boot. So these are the ones that came out after, obviously, after Toy Story 4, because we have Forky in with Woody on this one. But they're figures 9, 10, and 11 from the Pixar toy box. And Bo Peep. I don't think about Bo Peep because that Bo Peep figure is creepy looking because, frankly, it looks like another figure is wearing a mask of her head. I don't think that picture does it justice, but the real figure is creepy. Now, that said, I suppose if they had it again during the going out of business sale, I'd probably pick it up just for the sake of completeness. But as of right now, I don't. Even when it was on clearance, I didn't pick it up. Yep. But they're nice sculpts, and again, we'll go into them in more detail when I get around to do an actual unboxing video on them. Normally, I don't even include toy box stuff in Weekend Magic, but, you know, so we're doing just kind of a standard haul video today, so they get to be here. They look cute, though. I don't know. Buzz's face is a little off, but I think Jessie looks actually really good. And I think Woody's face, honestly, Woody's looks like Lupin the Third. Are you familiar with that anime? If you're familiar with that, to me, this Woody looks like Lupin the Third. I don't know, can I get him without glare? If you watch Lupin the Third, if you watch anime and you know who Lupin the Third is, let me know in the comments if you think I'm onto something here. If you think that looks anything like Lupin the Third. I think maybe it's the sideburns that are doing it for me. But let's put them to the side. Stand up, Woody. And look at the other item I bought, which is Groot, Flora Colossus, the interactive Groot. Now, and you're not on camera. Hold on. There we go. Now you're on camera. The interactive Groot. So this is one that I've been looking at since they released it last year. But if you look here, he's 60 bucks. And I figured eventually they'd put him on clearance. I'd get him for like hopefully closer to 20, but I got him for 25% off. I mean, it's a cute, I just don't think it's worth 60. But that said, I guess him we can actually open up. Let's open him up and see what he is like. I'm hoping there's batteries in there already, because he always would have been a thing that would have been opened. So that's got our trusty box cutter here. Oh, this is one of the things. Can he sit on your shoulder? I remember seeing ads for him last year. I kept seeing ads for him on YouTube, like heavily, and they were. I feel like that Disney understood this was not that impressive of a toy, because the ads were like super retro cheesy. All right, maybe we can just cut him out of there. I feel like he's probably screwed in though. I'm gonna cut all these ties, and there's gonna be like a screw in his back. He's still not gonna come out. How do I get? All right. Remember, kids, always cut towards yourself. There we go. Hey, he does come right out. Now Jessie won't stand up. All right, let's get rid of that. And go back down again, because now he's short. It's definitely a cute little figurine. But I mean, that's like 60 bucks. I don't know. Let's, does he have batteries in him? Oh, there we go. Justify your price tag, Groot. What do you do? There's instructions here. I should read them. Slide switch to on back of Groot. Wait for Groot to wake up, blink, and enter standby mode. He's now ready for an initial question. What's up, Groot? Hi there, Groot. How are you doing?
I am Groot.
Do you like shawarma?
I am Groot.
Let's go find Rocket.
I am Groot.
Thanos is here.
I am Groot.
It's time to battle. Groot, I love to dance. Okay, that is suitably cute. Is it $60 cute? I suppose eye of the beholder and all that, right? And it looks like he's supposed to sit on this, so you can like stick it onto your shirt. Yep, that's a pretty strong magnet. That would actually probably hold. So that's cute. Oh wow, that is really strong.
I am Groot.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are Groot. So I guess he kind of fits in that same category as like co-pilot Chewie and the little interactive Grogu. It doesn't do a heck of a lot, but it sure does look cute on a shelf. And that is probably where he will end up, much like co-pilot Chewie did. And we have one more item in here, and it's my wife's. And now, you know, recently they came out with a line of Beauty and the Beast stuff. I don't know if there's an anniversary this year or what, but there was a bunch of Beauty and the Beast stuff that had come out, and honestly, I was a little disappointed that they were out of the mirror. We went in there last week not knowing they would be closing, and the mirror was there, and the only reason I didn't just go ahead and get it then is that I hadn't brought one of the sale coupons with me, and I figured if we're going to buy that, might as well get up to 16, get the, what, 20% off or whatever it was. And well, yeah, I figured, well, we'll go back. We'll go back. The sale's not on until the 14th. We'll go back. And then, of course, on Monday, they're going out of business. So, yeah, they were out of the mirror, but they did still have this. I know, exciting, isn't it, Groot? And... oops, some more tape there. Come on. And it is Lumire from Beauty and the Beast. And does he have... he's supposed to light up. Does he have... oh, he's not been activated, which means he should work. I suppose I should kill the lights so that you can see what it looks like. So there we have him in all his lit up glory. Lumire. It's actually quite... obviously doesn't put off a whole lot of light, does it? But it looks cute. It would look cute like up on the shelf there, but it's not mine. It won't be on the shelf there. It will go wherever my wife decides to put him. Right. That is it. And so, let's take a little closer look at him. Why not? I feel like going a little long this week. Because just not feeling super magical. But it's a nice little piece of... yeah, I mean, if I was going to criticize, I'd say they could have made him flicker a little bit. Just give it more of a, like a realistic flame look. But it's nice. It feels like it's made out of resin. It was originally $39.99. Again, we got discount on it. Honestly, didn't really pay that much attention to how much we spent last night. Just because, you know, the final hurrah. I rather expect we may be spending less on Disney now because, you know, I don't impulse buy stuff that much off of the website. There's like the things that you wait for, and you buy like pins. Pins are probably about the worst thing for impulse buying on there right now. But going into the store, you know, I would pick up, you know, if it's something interesting on clearance, or like, you know, like when I got a Star-Lord figure a few weeks back, or like if he'd gone down to $20. And I don't feel like that's going to be as much of a thing with Shop Disney, because like I only thing I've ordered off Shop Disney in the last week is I did order some stuff for a future video, just because with the realization that my store would never be getting it in, I had no reason to not buy it off Shop Disney. And I did order the Forky and Beverly, whatever the female Forky's name is. I did order the Forky key set yesterday. So that'll come maybe in time for next week's video. But him, I don't know if I'd ordered him on there, but seeing him in person, he's got a lot of personality. It's a nice little sculpt. Some of the ones they have there, the paint on the mouth is a little weird, but it's a nice little piece. It'll look nice on a shelf somewhere. And I think that is gonna wrap us up. That is our Disney store going out of business haul. Again, I want to thank all the cast members from that store for the years of magic and entertainment, for tolerating us, all of us waiting in line in front of their store for hours on end, for Mickey Mouse plush and pins and dolls and all the other stuff we waited for not, at least not mocking us to our faces. I'm sure some fun was had behind our backs. I know I certainly would have made the occasional joke at the expense of people who did that in front of KB. And I do pray that all of you do land on your feet after this. I think the way this has been handled by Disney is really not great, but I think I've gone on long enough. I do thank you for watching. I hope you found this all interesting or entertaining. I hope my less energetic tone than normal is not that off-putting. I'll be better next week. I'll be better in tomorrow's video, I'm sure. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow yet, but I'm sure I'll be in a better mood then. But I do thank you for watching. If you did like the video at all, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel. According to the email that I got from YouTube yesterday, it's all about getting likes now. That's what helps you in the algorithm, is getting interaction on your video, likes and comments, and which means I should probably get better at responding to comments, doesn't it? Well, again, like I said, tell me if you think Woody here looks like Lupin. Let me know. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.